Hello students, today we are going to learn Geography chapter number 4, that is Agriculture, backbone of Indian economy. We are going to learn about the meaning, importance of agriculture and types of activities, types of farming, how agriculture developed, everything. Now see, the word agriculture is derived from Latin word ager meaning land and culture meaning cultivation. So when this word agriculture is originated from Latin word ager mean land and culture mean cultivation. Agriculture is an economic activity which refers to cultivation of crops, rearing of animals, forestry and fishing. It was one of the earliest occupation man had learned after food gathering, hunting and still being practiced world over. We learn even in history chapter number 4 tribal society what they were doing in earlier times. So they were doing shifting, cultivation, food gathering, hunting, right? So afterwards, this is the agriculture is the first and primary thing that people were doing in India. Man practices different types of occupations in different parts of the world. Generally, these occupations are classified into three broad types: primary occupations, secondary occupations, and tertiary occupations. So, what is primary occupation? First, we are going to learn about primary activities. Primary activities involve the extraction and production of resources from land, soil, forest, grasslands, etc. Now see what is written down over here. What do you mean by primary activities? So primary activities are what? कि land, soil, फॉरेस्ट और ग्रासलैंड के जो रिसोर्सेज है उसे हम क्या करते हैं, यूज करके प्रोसेस करके उसमें से प्रोडक्ट्स बनाते हैं या उसका प्रोडक्शन करते हैं. फार्मिंग, फिशिंग, रेयरिंग ऑफ एनिमल्स एंड माइनिंग आर सम ऑफ द अदर examples of primary activity. So agriculture is one kind of primary activity because we are using naturally available things in it. Now secondary activities means what? Secondary activities deal with processing of primary goods into finished goods. Secondary activities were dependent on primary activities. Why? Because they need raw material and make them processed and make a finished good, make a final product. Conversion of iron ore into tools and machines, sugarcane into sugar, cotton into cotton textiles, etc. are examples of secondary activities. And the last one is tertiary activities. Tertiary activities refers to the services rendered to the community. Tertiary means what? Whatsoever the services provided by the people. Means you can say examples are there: trade, transport, administration, banking, insurance, etc. are known as tertiary activities. Now in this particular chapter we are going to learn about agriculture. See what is written down over here. Agriculture is a primary occupation which refers to the cultivation of crops, fruits, vegetables, rearing of animals, fishing and allied activities means other so many activities that related to nature. It help us in fulfilling our basic needs. और वो एग्रीकल्चर जो है वो हमारे बेसिक नीड्स फुलफिल करने के लिए यूज होता है, लाइक फूड, शेल्टर एंड clothing. It is practiced by different people of across the world. More than 50% of the population of the world, not in India but all over the world, 50% population depends on agriculture. Its practices have undergo a change depending on the physical movement, development of technology and the needs and aspirations of the people. How it going to be changed? कैसे वो चेंज होगा? तो फिजिकल एनवायरनमेंट मीन्स व्हाट? लिथोस्फीयर, एटमॉस्फेयर एंड हाइड्रोस्फीयर, मतलब कि लैंड, वाटर या एयर में कोई भी चेंजेस आते हैं तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट उसमें चेंज हो सकते हैं. डेवलपमेंट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी, जैसे न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज आते जाएंगे प्रोडक्शन में चेंजेस होंगे. एंड whatsoever people's need and aspirations are there, according to that production is going to be held. Now agriculture depends upon various factors. This include the physical factors like nature of land, soil, see what I explain you, and climate, and human factors like tools and implements, quality of seeds, fertilizers, means of transport. Human factors means what? Whatsoever created by humans, right? So what is written down here? Policies of the government, market, etc. Earlier, man was so dependent on nature that he used simple tools to cultivate the land to meet his own needs. But later on, with the development of technology, he developed better quality of seeds, machines like tractors, threshers, combine harvesters, etc. Our method of farming, the type of crops we grow, the time of sowing, harvesting, tools and implements, almost everything has changed. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल अर्ली मैन जो थे वो क्या करते थे? तो वो नेचर के अकॉर्डिंग अपनी नीड्स को चेंज करते थे. जिस तरह से नेचर होता था अपने आप को वैसे वो अडॉप्ट करते थे. बट आफ्टरवर्ड्स जैसे जैसे टेक्नोलॉजीज डेवलप होते गए, लेटर ऑन व्हाट हैपन, ह्यूमंस नीड growing, and because of that only everything is changed. These are subsistence farming and commercial farming. Now here are some definitions of the word, and first we are going to learn about the subsistence farming. What do you mean by subsistence farming? It is a type of farming where crops are grown mainly for the consumption by the farmer himself. What do you mean by subsistence farming, student? So whatsoever farmer is growing, he is growing for himself only. He is not going to sell it in the market for commercial purpose to earn money. He is doing for himself and for his family. In these types of farming, small fields are cultivated with the help of family members. And who were helping the farmer? Only the family members were helping them. It is further classified into primitive subsistence and intensive subsistence. Now students, subsistence farming is again divided into two types. One is primitive subsistence and second is intensive subsistence. First we are going to learn about primitive subsistence. Consists of shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. Now students, this is again divided into two parts. Primitive में कौन कौन से types आएंगे? तो it is consist of shifting cultivation and nomadic herding. First, shifting cultivation that we learned earlier. Shifting cultivation means what? तो particular एरिया में वो क्या करते हैं? एग्रीकल्चर करते हैं, राइट. सी इज द मोस्ट प्रिमिटिव टाइप ऑफ एग्रीकल्चर प्रैक्टिस्ड बाय द ट्राइबल पीपल लिविंग इन ट्रॉपिकल फॉरेस्ट ऑफ साउथ अमेरिका, अफ्रीका एंड पार्ट्स ऑफ साउथ ईस्ट एशियन कंट्रीज. In these types of agriculture, people clear the forest by cutting and burning the trees before cultivating the लैंड. वी लर्न दैट कि वो एक पैच ऑफ लैंड जो होता है उसे लेके वहाँ पे क्या करते हैं? तो पहले सारे ट्रीज और प्लांट्स जो भी होते हैं उसे बर्न करते हैं एंड देन दे वर गोइंग टू बी कल्टिवेट ऑन इट. हैंस इट इज कॉल्ड, so it is also known as slush and burn cultivation, or you can say bush and fallow cultivation. So there are different names of this particular shifting cultivation, that is slash and burn cultivation and bush and fallow cultivation. The ash provide manure to the क्रॉप्स. अब जब बर्निंग होगा तो वो प्लांट्स के जो एसिड्स होंगे वो एज अ फर्टिलाइजर फिर क्या होते हैं, सॉइल को फर्टाइल करते हैं. Maize and crops like yams and cassava are grown. After 1 or 2 years, once the soil loses its fertility, they shift to another piece of land, and this is called shifting cultivation. Now you can see here, see shifting cultivation को जो एग्रीकल्चर है वो अलग अलग एरियाज में अलग अलग नाम से बुलाया जाता है. सो व्हाट इज written down, shifting cultivation agriculture is known in zooming in India में उसे क्या बुलाया जाता है, zooming. Then ladang in Indonesia, milpa in Mexico, roca in Brazil and ray in Vietnam. You can see here the picture of that only, burning particular land and what they were doing. So they were using that as a what, manure, you can say fertilizer. Now second is nomadic herding. Nomadic herding is also one type of primitive subsistence. Nomadic herding of animal is prevalent in the arid and semi-arid regions of Sahara, Central Asia and parts of India, like Jammu and Kashmir and Rajasthan. People move from place to place with their animals in search of pasture and water supply and are known as nomads. Seasonal migration of people with their animal is called transhumance. Now see student, what is transhumance? तो सीजनल माइग्रेशन मतलब सीजन टू सीजन अगर वो माइग्रेशन करते हैं अपने एनिमल्स के साथ तो इट इज नोन एज ट्रांसह्यूमन्स. Some common animals reared by these peoples are sheep, goats, camels and yaks. They are mainly reared for their milk, meat, wool and hides and skins, mainly for their own needs. Why nomads keeping these animals with them? तो उनके खुद के नीड्स के लिए ही वो अपने पास रखते थे और उनको मूव करवाते थे one place to another. You can see the picture of nomadic herd. Now intensive subsistence. एग्रीकल्चर रिफर्स टू मैक्सिमम यूज ऑफ मिनिमम लैंड, मतलब कि कम से कम लैंड पे उसका सबसे ज़्यादा यूज करना, दैट इज द इंटेंसिव सबसिस्टेंस. सबसिस्टेंस फार्मिंग के दो टाइप्स है, प्रिमिटिव सबसिस्टेंस एंड इंटेंसिव सबसिस्टेंस. तो प्रिमिटिव में हमने दो अलग टाइप्स पढ़े, दैट इज शिफ्टिंग कल्टीवेशन एंड नोमैडिक herding. Right now we are moved to the second type of subsistence farming, that is the intensive. What do you mean by intensive? Intensive farming का मतलब क्या है? तो कम से कम लैंड को यूज करके उसको ज्यादा से ज्यादा यूटिलाइज करना. In these types of farming, crops are grown on small fields with the help of simple tools and human labor. Crops are grown more than once on the same field to meet the needs of the population. मतलब कि एक ही जगह पे एक क्रॉप बार बार क्या कर सकते हैं, ग्रो कर सकते हैं. किस पर्पज से? तो जस्ट टू मीट द नीड्स ऑफ द ह्यूमंस. These types of farming is prevalent in areas of dense population, especially in monsoon countries like India, China, Bangladesh, Japan, etc., where it is grown along river valleys due to favorable climate. मतलब कि कहाँ पे ऐसे फार्मिंग हम देख सकते हैं, तो रिवर वैलीज एरिया जो होते हैं वहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं. मॉनसून कंट्रीज जहाँ पे मॉनसून होता है, मतलब कि एक्सपीरियंस होता है, वहाँ पे हम ये इस टाइप से फार्मिंग कर सकते हैं. एंड दैट इज फेवरेबल फॉर क्लाइमेट, फर्टाइल सॉइल एंड अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ चीप लेबर. मोस्टली फूड क्रॉप्स लाइक राइस, मेज, pulses and oilseeds etc. are grown. Do you know? Intensive agriculture refers to maximum use of minimum land, while extensive agriculture refers to minimum use of maximum land. Now see, it's a vice versa. Incentive का मतलब क्या है तो मिनिमम लैंड को यूज करना, पर कैसे यूज करना, तो मैक्सिमम वे में। जब एक्सटेंसिव का मतलब क्या है, तो ज्यादा लैंड यूज करके उसको कम से कम यूज करना। Now we are going to learn about the commercial farming. Now farming is divided into two types, subsistence farming and commercial farming, right? We complete the subsistence farming part. Now we are moving to commercial. In these types of farming, crops are grown for sale. It is because commerce means only what? Selling and purchasing. So it is related to you can say कि closer related to money word. So it is grown for what purpose? For selling purpose. It is practiced on large fields and most of the farming activities are done by machines. Commercial farmings can be of three types. Now there are three types of commercial farmings. Commercial grain farming, mixed farming and plantation farming. Now first we are going to learn about commercial grain farming. In commercial grain farming, crops are grown for commercial purpose. Only the word suggests the meaning. Grain means what? Crops, right? They were growing for what purpose? For the selling purpose. The most important crops are wheat and maize. These types of farming is practiced in temperate grasslands of North America, Europe and Asia. Farms are very large, extending over hundreds of hectares, and most of the work is done by machines. Now see students, what is written down over here कि farms कैसे होते हैं, तो वो बहुत ही बड़े होते हैं, very large in size, and everything is done by what? Machines. Due to severe winter, only one crop is grown. और जब winter season होती है, only one type of crop they can grow on these particular types of farming. Now do you know, prairies, the temperate grassland of the world, are also called breadbasket of the world. Breadbasket means what? Bread किस में से बनते हैं, तो वो wheat में से बनते हैं. That is why it is known as breadbasket of the world, क्योंकि वहाँ पे wheats बहुत ही अच्छे से grown होते हैं. Now second type is mixed farming. In mixed farming, cultivation of crops and rearing of animals is done on the same field. Why do it is known as mixed? क्योंकि वहाँ पे cultivation भी होता है और animal को graze भी करवाया जाता है, तो both work is going on. That's why it is known as mixed farming. These types of farming is practiced in countries of Europe, Eastern USA, Argentina, southeastern part of Australia, New Zealand and South Africa. Now the next point is plantation farming. The third type of commercial farming is plantation farming. Plantation farming is a commercial type of farming. It is described as large scale of farming in a single crop and resembled factory productions. What do you mean by plantation farming? Plantation farming means what? तो किसी फैक्ट्री के लिए हम ये वर्क कर रहे हैं और कोई एक सिंगल क्रॉप ही ग्रो कर रहे हैं वो लैंड पे, तो दिस इज नोन एज प्लांटेशन. सपोज फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर कोई टी बनाने वाली कंपनी है जो टी प्रोडक्शन क्या करती है, तो टी अगर जो भी कोई ग्रो करता है उसको वो प्रोसेस्ड करके पैकेट में पैक करके हमें पहुंचा रही है, राइट? तो टी को ग्रो करना होगा, तो दैट पर्टिकुलर ग्रोइंग और कल्टीवेशन इज नोन एज प्लांटेशन फार्मिंग. क्यों? क्योंकि वहां पे एक ही क्रॉप ग्रो हो रहा है या एक ही पर्टिकुलर चीज ग्रो हो रही है, दैट इज टी. नाउ इट इज बोथ कैपिटल इंटेंसिव एंड लेबर इंटेंसिव टाइप ऑफ फार्मिंग. कैपिटल क्यों? क्योंकि अगर कोई एक ही क्रॉप ग्रो करना है तो उसमें हमें क्या करना पड़ेगा? इन्वेस्ट करना पड़ेगा. एंड लेबर इंटेंसिव मतलब कि उसके लिए हमें बहुत सारे फार्मर्स भी वर्किंग कंडीशन के लिए चाहिए. The farm produce is processed in factories located near the plantation. Hence, efficient means of transport play a vital role in the development of plantations. और उसके लिए क्या है, तो वहाँ पे ही उसके अराउंड एरिया में ही क्या होगा, तो फैक्ट्रीज होंगी, जिससे क्या है तो इजीली हम ट्रांसपोर्ट करके एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पे हमारा जो मटेरियल है या हमारा जो क्रॉप है उसे पहुंचा सकते हैं. नाउ some of the plantation crops are banana, tea, coffee and rubber. Plantation farming is practiced in Malaysia, that is for rubber, Brazil, India and Sri Lanka. Now we are going to learn about the major crops. What are the major crops that were growing? So we grow a large variety of crops to meet the growing needs of the population. Some of them are, first is food crops, second is beverage crops, third is fiber crops and fourth is industrial crops. Now what are food crops? That is rice, wheat, maize and millets. What is beverage crops? Like tea and कॉफ़ी. प्लांटेशन जो मैंने अभी आपको एक्सप्लेन किया, प्लांटेशन फार्मिंग जिसमें प्रोडक्शन पर्पस के लिए ही वो चीज़ ग्रो करवाई जाती है. सेल्फ कंजम्पशन के लिए वो हम खुद से सेल्फ कंज्यूम नहीं कर सकते हैं. वी नीड टू प्रोसेस्ड ऑन दैट एंड देन वी कैन यूज इट, right? Then fiber crops like cotton and jute, industrial crops like rubber, tobacco, sugarcane, cotton, etc. So all these four types of crops are there. We are going to learn about them. First we are going to learn about is rice. Rice is most important staple food crop of tropical and subtropical region. Staple food means what कि commonly use है, commonly हर एक people उसे use करता है consumption के लिए, तो that is the staple food and a major food crop of the world. It is a Kharif crop. Kharif crop means what? Which requires a high temperature of about 26 degrees Celsius and a rainfall of more than 100 सेंटीमीटर. मतलब कि उसे ग्रो होने के लिए हाई टेम्परेचर कितना चाहिए? 26 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड इवन हैवी रेनफॉल. इट ग्रोज best in alluvial soil. We learned about it in earlier chapter, what types of soil, and with a top clay layer that allows standing water. The leading producers of rice in the world is China, that is followed by India, Japan, Sri Lanka and Egypt. Now next is wheat. Wheat is the second most important food crop next to rice. It is a rabi crop. What is rabi crop? Rabi crop in the temperate region. Now राबी क्रॉप किसे बोलते हैं? तो जिसका प्रोडक्शन कैसा होना चाहिए? तो इट रिक्वायर्स मॉडरेट टेम्परेचर, नॉट टू हाई, मॉडरेट टेम्परेचर ऑफ 10 to 15 डिग्री सेल्सियस एंड रेनफॉल ऑफ अबाउट 50 to 70 सेंटीमीटर. मतलब कि हर एक चीज कैसी है? मॉडरेट. उतना ज्यादा टेम्परेचर भी नहीं चाहिए और नॉट दैट मच रेनफॉल इज needed for that. During the growing season and bright sunshine at the time of harvest, it requires a well-drained loamy soil for its growth. Wheat is extensively grown in the temperate grasslands of USA, Canada, Argentina, Russia, Ukraine and Australia. In India, it is a rabi crop grown in winter. मतलब कि जो seasonal growing होता है, तो इंडिया में वो कब ग्रो होता है? इन विंटर सीजन. नाउ नेक्स्ट इज मिलेट्स. द मिलेट्स आर नोन एज coarse grain as they can be grown in the areas of less fertile soil with low rainfall. Why it is known as coarse grain? क्योंकि वो कैसे एरियाज में ग्रो किए जाते हैं जहाँ पे सॉइल कैसी होती है, उनकी फर्टिलिटी कम होती है, इवन दे नीड लेस रेनफॉल. दे ग्रो इन एरियाज ऑफ हाई टू मॉडरेट टेम्परेचर. There are 3 examples of millet known as ragi, bajra and jowar. Some of the leading countries where millets are grown are India, Nigeria and China. Now next is maize. Maize is known as what? Corn, which is both a feed and a food crop as well. It requires moderate temperature and rainfall, means medium temperature चाहिए. It grows best in well-drained fertile soil. मेजर मेज प्रोड्यूसिंग कंट्रीज, कहाँ पे सबसे ज़्यादा मेज ग्रो होते हैं? तो देवर नॉर्थ अमेरिका, ब्राज़ील, चाइना, रशिया, कनाडा एंड इंडिया. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट फाइबर क्रॉप्स. फाइबर क्रॉप्स में क्या आता है? कॉटन, जूट. फर्स्ट वी आर गोइंग टू लर्न अबाउट कॉटन. Cotton is a fiber crop grown in the tropical regions. It requires high temperature, low rainfall, 210 frost-free days, and bright sunshine for its growth. Frost-free days means what? Clean atmosphere. मतलब कि foggy environment होता है तो that is not required. Frost-free. क्लीन एनवायरमेंट. कॉटन ग्रोज बेस्ट इन, कॉटन कहाँ पे बेस्ट ग्रो होते हैं? इन ब्लैक एंड एल्यूवियल सॉइल. द मेजर प्रोड्यूसर ऑफ कॉटन इन द वर्ल्ड आर चाइना, यूएसए, इंडिया, पाकिस्तान, ब्राजील एंड इजिप्ट. It provides raw material for the cotton textile industry, and second one is jute. It is known as the golden fiber. Why it is known as golden fiber? Because of its color. उसके कलर की वजह से उसे क्या बुलाया जाता है? गोल्डन फाइबर. इंडिया ऑल्सो अर्न वैल्यूएबल फॉरेन एक्सचेंज बाय एक्सपोर्ट ऑफ जूट गुड्स. बहुत सारा फॉरेन एक्सचेंज इंडिया कलेक्ट कर रही है. कैसे? तो जूट प्रोडक्ट्स को सेल करके फॉरेन कंट्रीज में. It requires high temperature, high rainfall and alluvial soil for its growth. ये सब में क्या लिखा है? तो कौन सा क्रॉप कैसे टेम्परेचर में ग्रो होगा, कितना रेनफॉल उसको नीडेड है, एंड विच टाइप ऑफ सॉइल रिक्वायर्ड फॉर देयर प्रोडक्शन. It is a crop of the tropical region. The two leading producers of jute in the world is India and Bangladesh. Now we are going to learn about beverage crops. What are beverage crops? Now see, coffee is a beverage crop as well as a plantation crop grown in warm and wet climatic regions having well drained loamy soil. मतलब कि कैसा soil? तो बहुत dry भी नहीं होना चाहिए and बहुत wet भी नहीं होना चाहिए, that kind of. Now see, its cultivation is confined to hill slopes. मतलब कि कैसे एरियाज में इसका कल्टीवेशन ज्यादा हो सकता है? तो हिली एरियाज में हो सकता है. The major coffee producing countries in the world are Brazil, Colombia and India. And now next is tea. Tea is also a beverage as well as plantation crop. We learned earlier about the plantation farming. It requires a cool climate with well distributed high rainfall throughout the year for its growth. कैसा चाहिए? तो थ्रू आउट द ईयर वहाँ पे रेनफॉल होना चाहिए और we can say कि cool climate. Hill slopes are preferred for the cultivation of tea. Again for tea production, hill slopes are very best. क्योंकि वहाँ का टेम्परेचर कैसा होता है? कूल होता है, ह्यूमिड होता है. जितना हम हाइट पे जाते हैं टेम्परेचर लो होता है, राइट? इट इज अ लेबर इंटेंसिव इंडस्ट्री एज लीव्स हैव टू बी पिक्ड बाय हैंड. और इसमें क्यों लेबर्स चाहिए, क्यों फार्मर्स चाहिए? क्योंकि वहां पे जो टी होती है उसके लीव्स जो होते हैं वो हम हैंड से ही पिक कर सकते हैं, राइट? द वर्ल्ड्स मेजर टी प्रोड्यूसिंग कंट्रीज आर केन्या, इंडिया, चाइना एंड Sri Lanka. Now we are going to learn about the agricultural development. Very much important how it's developed. Agricultural development refers to the concerted efforts taken by the government to increase agricultural production to meet the needs of ever increasing population. What do you mean by agricultural development? तो गवर्नमेंट्स जितने भी स्टेप्स ले रही है, किस लिए स्टेप्स ले रही है डेवलपमेंट करने के? तो जो भी ग्रोइंग पॉपुलेशन है उनकी नीड को मीट करने के लिए, उनकी नीड्स को फुलफिल करने के लिए व्हाटसोएवर द स्टेप्स टेकन बाय गवर्नमेंट, that is for the development of agriculture. Now, several programs have been introduced to increase the net sown area. मतलब कि कहाँ पे कितने एरिया में क्या हो रहा है, तो सीड्स को सोन किया जा रहा है. दैट इज देन द नंबर ऑफ क्रॉप्स ग्रोन, कि कितने क्रॉप्स ग्रो हो रहे हैं. प्रोविजन ऑफ इरिगेशन सिस्टम हर एक फार्मिंग में है कि नहीं है, कि कितने अच्छे से हम और इरिगेट कर सकते हैं कि इजीली. इरिगेशन मीन्स व्हाट, तो रिवर, स्ट्रीम और लेक पॉन्ड का वाटर इजीली कहाँ पे जा सके, तो जहाँ पे एग्रीकल्चर हो रहा है, जहाँ पे फार्मिंग हो रहा है, वहाँ पे इजीली पहुंच सके. दैट इज द इरिगेशन फैसिलिटी. Use of chemical fertilizers and high yielding varieties of seeds. Introduction of mechanized agriculture is another major step towards increasing the agricultural productivity. Now see what is important. Mechanized means what? Machine. Through machinery if we are doing agriculture, तो उसमें क्या होता है, तो advanced way में हम क्या कर सकते हैं, प्रोडक्शन कर सकते हैं. That is a major step for increasing the productivity. Agricultural development is aimed at providing food security to the people. Agriculture का मतलब ही क्या है, तो हम न्यूट्रिशियस फूड पीपल को पहुंचा सके. अभी डेवलपमेंट तो हो रहा है, राइट, बट विद दैट ओनली नाउ ऑनवर्ड्स व्हाट हैपेंस, so many farmers using too much chemicals or fertilizers, or you can say pesticides, to protect the food, and even they were harming the soil, they were infertile the soil, and because of that the production is not going to be well. So there were advantages of particular things, so there are some disadvantages related to that. Now, do you know the term food security refers to the equal access of balanced and nutritious food to all the people to maintain a better health status. What I explained you earlier कि food security means what, तो हर एक people को nutritious और balanced food मिल रहा है. That is the food security.